Hi folks, Buffin here with the Fairy Liberation Front. There's some geese. So fairy ring I wanted to mention was about Trump and Putin and Kim Jong-un and Dennis Rodman. And that's the fairy connection, I guess. He's obviously one of us. You can usually tell when people have brightly colored hair, they're not afraid of showing their true nature. Uh, the other side of the fairy ring was something about Brittany Griner being arrested, held hostage in Russia over a very small traces of uh, herbal medicine that she took that's illegal in Russia. Um, Now, Trump made a comment about that, saying she was loaded up, basically taking the side of the jailer of Putin and against America and against Americans and against truth and justice, as he always does. And that was the last comment he made before the FBI raided him. I noted that at the time, that's the last thing he's going to say that's not about him, because if there's any justice, then the last things Trump will be saying will be about himself and trying to plead his own innocence or distract from his guilt. But the last thing he said before it all became about him, until it's over, was about Brittany Griner, and he had to weigh in on the value of a black woman in trade for hostage negotiations, but also had to take Putin's side, or some type of acting like he was there at the customs saying she was loaded up. Now, Dennis Rodman comes into the story because, all good luck to him, he's headed to Russia to discuss her release. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with the prisoner swaps, but he's going personally to do something about it. I think it said that he didn't have anybody telling him to do this or any sanction of the government. He's just doing it himself. Now, he's a personal friend of Kim Jong-un, as Trump is. But Trump is maybe a frenemy or a friend using Kim Jong-un, whereas Dennis Rodman seems like he was legitimately his friend. Um, Dennis Rodman is the one bringing a human or fairy element into this, but making a fairy ring or a fairy circle, because a fairy ring in this case is a media ring or a digital landscape fairy ring, where we see connections between events and in the way they're portrayed in the media. Because she's a basketball player, he's a basketball player, but it also starts with someone liberating someone instead of trying to imprison them. Although the people who deserve to be in prison deserve to be in prison, but for actual crimes, not for nature. So thanks for joining the Fairy Liberation Front and listening, and thank you, fairies, for helping liberate us, and we'll be working together to liberate all life from bad powers and save the earth from evil men. Thank you.